What's happening? Got a couple people join in here. Well, hey, what's up there, Lisa? What's up, Mafia staff? Stuart. So, just real quick, there was a post made, and I think it comes from 8chan about the tattoos on the arms of the Jewish prisoners, and it says that someone's trying to associate the numbers, the tattooed numbers on the prisoners, the Jewish prisoners, with total amount of people. You know, they're trying to say that, oh, well, that doesn't, those tattoo numbers don't add up to 1 million. They don't add up to 7 million. That's not what those tattoos are. That's not what they stood for. If you want to know the truth, if you want to know what that really is, I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you how to verify it and fact check me. You're going to go and you're going to find out, you're going to research who created that number system. Who created the number system for the tattoos for all the Jewish prisoners? Okay? The one on the inside of their wrists. And you're going to find out it comes from IBM, an American company. They had just formed back in the early mid 40s, something like that, during the war, World War II, and they came up with that system for Hitler. And a slight tangent there, Hitler is known for thanking America for giving him the idea of genocide, of using eugenics as a front for genocide. America created eugenics. Eugenics comes from us. We created genocide. Us. Hitler got it from us. And who was part of that system, that part of that experiment? That medical experiment? Well, one of them was named Margaret Sanger. Little tangent of history there. That's pure fucking fact. Go double check me, I don't care. Now, IBM created this system, a numbering system, which Hitler, the Nazis, followed. Those numbers on the insides of their wrists isn't for population. It's not for total number of people, of prisoners. It is for identifying where you came from. Because they just pushed people up on train cars and cattle cars. They just shoved them. They wanted to know where they came from, where they were going. That's what the number stood for. Where they came from, where they were going. What prison camp, like Dachau or Auschwitz, what prison camp they were going to be going to. And if they were meant for scientific medical experiments or for execution. And the method of the execution, the method of death, whether it's by gas, hanging, shooting, whatever. That's what those numbers are for. It has nothing to do with total number of prisoners. So that Anon post from, I'm guessing it's 8chan, is bullshit. It's someone just either someone's full of shit, they don't know what they're talking about, or someone's trying to purposely, they're intentionally putting this information out there. Why? I don't know. It's easy to verify. Just go and go to YouTube, go to Google, and research that. Who created the numbers for the Jewish prisoners? Exactly. In other words, it's a tracking number system. And it's very detailed, right? Origin, destination, method of death was last. That was what the last number or two numbers were for. But the number before that was for whether or not you were going to be for a worker, for medical experiments, whatever, and then your method of death. That's what those numbers are for. Easily verifiable. Go double check me. That's fine. But when I saw that, I thought, the first thing I thought was, why is this even being brought up now? I don't understand why anyone would bring that up right now. That has nothing to do with anything going on. Nothing. Auschwitz. Yeah, I don't know how you spell Auschwitz either. had people skinned for lamp. Yeah, a lot of horrible things came out of that entire time period from those camps. There was rapes. There was. I've read some horrible stories. They sewed a woman's vagina shut, got her pregnant, and let her die. The baby just ripped out. She hemorrhaged. Guys, they would take, for the men, they would take glass pipettes. I don't know if you know what a pipette is. It's for chemistry. If you stir the stuff with in the beakers, that pipette, they would take that pipette, shove it down the guy's hole, you know, his pee hole, and then just snap it, shatter it, just to see what kind of damage it would do. They'd shove it all the way up. They did some wild, horrific things to these people, to the prisoners. So, personally, when I hear someone say, you know, oh, the Holocaust didn't happen, dude, you cut that shit out, man. Stop it. That's just, no. I'm not a Holocaust denier. I'm not one of those people. It's really sick shit. So, what I wanted to talk about was this morning, Sidney Powell, who was one of Trump's lawyers, came out. My brain just went 1,000 different ways. Sorry. She came out on a Fox morning show with what's her name, Maria Bartiromo, I think that's how you pronounce it, on Fox Business. And she dropped some info, man. I just posted it. It's on my page now. That they definitely know it was Dominion. They know smart addicts, something like that. Tactics, I forget how you pronounce it. Which is part of Dominion, or the mother company, something like that. And that the sitting president as of today of Smart Addicts or Smart Tronics, whatever, who was in charge of Dominion, is now as of today or yesterday part of Joe Biden's administration. That tells you a whole lot right there, man. That tells you, and they got the proof. All you gotta do is follow the paper trail. On this one, there's no money involved. You can just follow the paper trail. Now, as far as the machines are concerned, there's I posted that also. There's 30 states, minimum 30 states, and like over 2,000 counties that use those Dominion voting machines, and all of them need to be audited. All of them probably flipped the votes, right? So again, I'm coming back. Trump took all 50 fucking states. I'm fucking telling you, man. No one in the history of this country has had that kind of support and not win. It just doesn't happen, man. No. He won all 50 states. I'm going to stand by that. And I think that might be proven once all these votes are straightened out and the voting machine bullshit is straightened out. But yeah, the current sitting president of Smart Addicts, Smartronics, I posted it. It's in my stories. You'll see it. He's now part of the Joe Biden administration. The fake Joe Biden administration, I should say. Right? So, anyone's looking at this, and journalists mainly, which that's a whole another story there, who aren't looking into this, who don't see that there's a whole lot of fuckery going on. Look, man, we've seen Hunter's laptop, some of it anyway. We haven't seen it all. I know, because they keep saying there's more. I'm waiting for the rest of it to drop, because there's probably a whole lot more. Tons and tons more. But for anyone to look at this and not think there's some kind of fuckery afoot, look, you're either blind, you're willingly stupid, you're blind and incompetent, I should say. You're willingly stupid, or you're in on it. There's no gray area there. None. We saw what Fox did on election night. All of us saw what Fox did on election night. And that shit blew me away. As I was watching, I was like, hey, didn't you call that a bit early? And then other people were texting me, hey, what the hell's going on Fox? Why are they calling this early, this state early, that state early? I was like, look, I don't know what's going on here, but that's not right. They don't call, and as of last night on the Greg Gutfeld show, which I had to watch last night because I wanted to see what he was going to do and what he was going to say. Gutfeld's, he's gone, man. Fuck Gutfeld. Fuck Greg Gutfeld. He had on, I can't think of the guy's name right now. He's always bullshit with the guy. Not Brett Baer. Anyway, he had one of the morning co-hosts on, and the guy was saying, how did we, the news, how did Fox get the responsibility of calling the elections? That's a lie. That is a lie. The media, Fox, anyone, they don't have, that's not their fucking job. Their job is to strictly report what's happening. Yeah, they can project. Oh, well, it looks like Biden won here. It looks like Trump won there, when it's like 80, 90% done. But like in Virginia, they were calling it, or was it Delaware, one or the other, they were calling it as 16% in, and they were already saying Biden won. No, that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. So Fox is dead. Fox is dead to me. The only ones on there that I will bother listening to, it's going to be Judge Janine, Hannity, Tucker, and Laura Ingraham. That's 4. That's it. Gutfeld's gone. Perino's gone. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. And if you haven't read, I'm sure most of you have, I heard Don Jr. say this months ago that they were going to, yeah, there's some shit about Newsmax. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that stuff. I heard Don Jr. announce months ago that the family wanted to start their own broadcast system. They wanted to open up their own news station. So I'm sure that's going to happen sometime soon. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Hopefully really, really soon. Because it's needed. Right now, there's the only ones you can trust. The only one is OAN. Newsmax, as Mafia staff pointed out, they didn't supposedly. It's true, because that night that news came out about Newsmax, OAN on air said something about, we're the last news source you can trust. We don't donate money to anyone like the Clintons, or something to that effect. So if they know it, it's probably 100% verified. So yeah, Newsmax, fuck those guys, man. The only reason I even have it tuned in is because of War Room Pandemic with with Steve Bannon. That's it. That's the only reason. Other than that, there's nothing on there I really watch. But all we got left is OEN, and we can use more. There was some more news that came out a little while ago, like just before I came on. John Durham has dropped the case against the conspiracy case against was it the FBI? Shit, I done forgot. I posted it. I just posted it. Heard CNN went up for sale today. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that one damn bit. Hey, Mr. Heaven, I wouldn't doubt that one damn bit. They've been broke probably the better part of a year. Probably since the end of last year, they've been broke because all their negativity, lack of viewership. If you don't have eyeballs on your network, then the Nielsen ratings just don't work. They don't do anything. You can have all the promotions you want, you can run all the commercials you want, but if you don't have people watching, all you're doing is you're leaking money like a sieve, man. You're just throwing it away. So at some point, well, we heard about the layoffs they had, right? Was it last year, earlier this year? CNN and other news sources, they had, or news stations rather, they had layoffs because no one's watching. It doesn't matter how many commercials you run, how much you're charging. If you don't have people watching, it's irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. Spygate, thank you. He dropped the investigation on Spygate. Why that happened, I don't know. I don't know if that's strategic. I don't know what that means. Honestly, I really, really don't. AT&T was possibly going to sell it. Can't confirm. Hey, I hope they do, and I hope they cannibalize it. I hope they just tear it apart. They deserve it. They all deserve to lose their jobs. They all deserve to lose everything. You had a CNN insider, one of the, I think he was one of the studio guys or one of the editors, producers. Remember, last summer he came out with Project Veritas and told them, yeah, they've been told to just air negative shit against Trump. Nothing ever came of it. Yeah, he dropped it. I don't know what's up with that boat. But right, I don't know. I didn't know that on Spygate. Yeah, I didn't either. I thought it was just rolling along, and I posted it 3 minutes after it came out. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm still kind of like trying to figure it out. I don't know what's up with that. But back to the whole Mockingbird media. People need to understand, and they just don't get it. I posted a video of Trudeau earlier today. Justin Trudeau of Canada, the Prime Minister. He's just openly saying that they're going to be ready for a reset, a global reset by 2030. That's 10 years away. It's less, right at 10 years, basically. Global warming's on the agenda. What else is on there? I can't remember what else he said. The reset global. Basically, is the globalists are just coming out and saying what they want to do and what they're going to do. This is all communism, man. I don't put any distinction between socialism and communism. It's the same damn thing. They both get you the same damn thing. Samora, they both get you the same damn thing. If you're a socialist, guess what? Someone's telling you what to do. If you're a communist, guess what? Someone's telling you what to do. If you're either one, guess what? You're broke as fuck. You got nothing. What's the difference? Why do we have the distinction between socialism and communism? There shouldn't be, because you wind up in the same place, broke and or dead. That's their intent. It's 100% communism, man. What's going on right now, and it's been proven with Biden. It's been proven with Biden and Joe and his son Hunter. They're sold out, man. They are whores of China. They are whores of the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. They belong to them. They're owned. And people don't want to let that sink into their heads, man. They don't want to let that go through. They don't want to let it register. Oh, this is communism. That video, that old 50s, 60s video of Yuri, what's his last name? Gagarin, or I can't remember. I know I have it somewhere in my profile. He basically laid it out for you, what the communists were doing and what they were going to do. They were out to demoralize and crumble the family unit. Mom, pop, the kids, wholesomeness, morals, ethics. They were out to destroy that. If you destroy the family unit, I don't care if you're black, white, or brown, then you start losing your ethics and your morals. Then, oh, well, you know what? Having sex with a 15-year-old ain't bad. Having sex with a 12-year-old ain't bad. Oh, letting my 8-year-old dress up like a little girl ain't bad. Letting my little girl dress up like a boy ain't bad. Oh, he wants to go ahead and have transgender surgery, and she wants implants at the age of 6. What the fuck? That's the intent of communism, to fuck you up in the head. And then you add to that, they dumb you down. They don't want you to have any education whatsoever. Everywhere the communism has existed and does exist, they killed the doctors, they killed the lawyers, they killed the professors, the high school teachers, the grade school teachers. They killed anybody with any kind of education whatsoever. Why? Because they don't want you teaching anyone else. And if you can't read, so much the better. If you can't read or write, if you can't add 2 and 2, the better for them. It just makes it easier for them to control you. That's the whole end point, to control you. It's all about control. What's up, here, man? It's all about control. They've brainwashed our youth. Exactly. Cultural Marxism was brought here by the Frankfurt School. Yeah. Yeah. And that leads back into the Illuminati. A lot of people don't know this, but the Illuminati was a legit group, It was a legit organization. They were around. They've been around since, I don't know when. I can't tell you when they started. But I do know that in the 1700s, when George Washington, our first president, was there, that he was aware of it. And there are letters proving this. 3 letters to him and 3 letters from him to a citizen, right? And this citizen was letting him know, hey, I'm from Belgium. And I know what's going on. I see what's going on. I recognize what's going on. I just want to give you a heads up. The Illuminati are here in America now, and they're trying to infiltrate your government. Washington responded, yes, I know. Thank you for the heads up, brother. Later. He knew. He fucking knew. The Illuminati were fucking legit, guys. Completely 100% legit. They were later disbanded throughout Europe. But you think they disbanded? Honestly? They didn't disband. They just went into hiding. Like a coward does. Why don't they let us hear what they teach our kids? Because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to have any input on what they are teaching their subjects. Your kids are not your kids. Under communism or socialism? No. Those aren't your kids. Those aren't your kids. They belong to the state. The state is mommy and daddy and God. That's communism. That's socialism. That's why it's so anti-religion. That's why there's so many attacks right now on Christianity in general. It doesn't matter what religion, or rather what sect, like Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, doesn't matter. There's an attack on Christianity because real Christians want education. Real Christians don't want a bunch of dummies, right? And even the Vatican's in on it. The Vatican's been bought. The Vatican's owned by China now. This Pope we got right now, he's a big turd, man. Yeah, they all went underground at that point. Early 1900s, Frankfurt School, Columbia University, college, it's all schooling, Hollywood music. Yeah, they knew that by infiltrating education, and where do you think Common Core came from? Common Core math. That was its goal. But we put up a fight to that, and they cut that shit out. Infiltration is the goal, or rather the means to an end. They have to infiltrate everything they can, whether it's education, movies, TV, music, books. They want to infiltrate higher learning, colleges. That's why they're almost all of them are liberal now, because they've infiltrated the colleges, and that's a great time. That's a great age. High school, senior year into the college ages. Those are the best times to get to a new young warrior, so to speak, to make them think, hey man, if you believe this or you believe that, it's better for the people. We have to work for the people. This is for the people. They keep throwing that for the people bullshit out at you. And it's got nothing to do for the people. It's got nothing to do with that. It's for me. I'm telling you, hey, we need to band together so that we all do better. So, we got to cut that bullshit out over there. Got to cut that bullshit out over here. And in the end, I'm the boss. That's what it comes down to. That's why you got Antifa and BLM right now so willingly out there beating the shit out of anybody who they think disagrees with them. Because they think they are going to earn a spot at the foot of their master's heel. You understand what I'm saying? They think, what's up, Peg? They think they're going to earn a position under their master's heel. They're not going to get anything. They ain't going to get shit. They might wind up dead or in the same boat we are. That's all that's going to happen. They don't get that. People today are very stupid, and that goes back to the communists infiltrating our educational system. They've made these young teens and 20s and 30-somethings very, very stupid. In the literal sense, very, very stupid. And you know what? That's partly our fault, and that's partly our parents' faults. Because they saw this coming, and they heard other people back in the 70s and the 80s saying, hey, we can't let this happen. It's the commie red hand trying to sneak in. And what did our parents do? Shut up, dude. Get over there. Shut up. You're a crazy conspiracy theorist. Well, how about now? We got a fucking problem now, don't we? Huh? It's communism. Communism has been worming its fucking way into our country for decades. Now it's here. And now we got a choice. We allow the Bidens, we allow the deep state to steal the election, which it looks like they've done, right? But they haven't. They think they have, and they're trying to lie to the rest of the country and the world that they have, that they've won. But I believe in Trump. I honestly, wholeheartedly believe in Trump. I'm nervous as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm nervous as fuck sometimes. Especially when you hear shit like John Durham dropping the investigation of Spygate. It's like, what the fuck, dude? That kind of shit just doesn't... It makes me uneasy, right? And like last night, I didn't repost a lot of those videos of the violence in D.C. I just couldn't do it because I was just so pissed off, man. I was so pissed off. My stomach was in knots because I wanted to be there beating the fuck out of those people, man. Oh, God damn it. I wanted to beat the fuck out of them. And it pisses me off that when I see a conservative walking by and gets sucker punched, he doesn't do shit back. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You should be reaching into his fucking throat, ripping his fucking soul out, you dumb motherfucker. Goddamn pussies, man. Fucking conservatives are pussies, man. They fucking aggravate the shit out of me. And here you had 1 million of them, and they knew these Antifa, BLM faggots were gonna do shit until late at night. Motherfucker, I'm gonna set up fucking posts right here. I'm gonna wait for your bitch ass to show up. And then I'm gonna fuck you up. I didn't see any of that happen, man. I don't like seeing that. That's why I didn't post it, because it just incenses me. It makes me go ape shit. And I don't want to do that. So I avoided that. Sorry, there's something just flew into my mouth. Hope it was, must have been a gnat or something. I don't like posting that. I didn't post that. I stayed away from that. And I just read on other stuff. But those people think they're gonna win something. They're not gonna win anything, man. Trump knows what he's doing. And actually, I spent time messaging him like crazy, like a crazy fan, because I was pissed off. You need to do something. I'm tweeting Trump. Loyal Trump supporters and voters are outside getting the shit kicked out of them. You need to do something. I tweeted that to him probably a good half a dozen times, and I saw that I wasn't the only one. I was not the only one tweeting that to him directly. I saw several others, and it's true, man. That's the way I feel. I'm so pissed off, I can't do anything, and if I do, I'm going to jail. Okay, that's the other part of it. I don't want to do anything because I know I'm going straight to fucking jail. I'm going to put someone in the fucking hospital, maybe a couple of people, and it's going to be some serious fucking time. I just don't want to go there, man. So it's up to him. He needs to do something, and it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating, and it pisses me off because I don't have the money to go fly around the country at all these protests and get some ass kicking time in. I just don't have that money. I don't. I wish I did. Yeah, Husky. Let me tell you what, man. I kind of miss the days of high school, junior high, grade school, where it got settled out in the playground, where it got settled out after school. It got settled out, in that empty field over there behind the school, whatever. We used to handle it with these, right? Now you have this. You have this electronic fucking device, and you got a bunch of keyboard warriors that just fucking da. You fucking Nazi, you fucking fascist. I am the furthest thing from a fucking Nazi or fascist, man. I'm for letting you do whatever the fuck you want, as long as I ain't gonna get hurt. Go fucking do what you want, man. Go be you. I don't give a fuck what you do. But the moment you start beating the shit out of people just because they disagree with you, look, I've been friends with people who were completely liberal, completely, utterly, totally liberal. But they weren't nuts. They weren't psycho like they are now. That's communism. That's communism that got to them and made them crazy. Now you can't have a differing opinion. Now they want you to think like them. That's 1984, man. For those of you who have not read the book or seen the movie, you should at least see the movie. It's a good movie, and you're going to understand what I'm talking about. They want all thought, all individuality removed. You're not allowed to think. You're not allowed to hate this or that, but you're ordered to hate who they tell you to hate. Kind of like what the leftist media is doing to their viewers. You understand? They are told to hate Trump, so they hate Trump. That's straight out of the book. In the book, there was a thing called, I don't remember if it was 2 minutes or 10 minutes of hate. That was the literal title of it. And in the movie, it's the same thing. It's like 2 minutes or 10 minutes of hate. And they literally sit there and they'll put someone up on the screen like Trump, and the narrator is talking, saying whatever negative, and everybody out in the audience is going, boo, kill him, hang him, because they're told to. That's 1984. That's in the movie. That's in the book. And that's what's happening here with CNN and now Fox and MSNBC. Oh, hang on. Got a little visitor in here. I don't know where the hell he went. He'll find his way out eventually. There. Go away. Stupid. So they're actually following the book 1984 as if it was a lesson plan. And people just don't know that. Why? Because you've been dumbed down. We've all been dumbed down. Kids have been dumbed down. Always carry. Man, I wish I could carry. I wish I had something to carry. I sold all my handguns. I don't have any more. Other people I know lost their guns in a boating accident. I lost my shotgun in a boating accident, you know. People are being programmed to think whatever the hell they want you to think. You know, just like Out of Shadows. It's TV programming, television programming. And the same thing applies to the music you listen to. Same thing applies to the movies we watch. They're all subliminally fucking with you, whether it's the megahertz, the frequency in the music, or the subliminal messages in the movies, or just the story itself. They're fucking with us on every level. I can tell you this, and you're probably going to agree with me. You have a bunch of people, Antifa, BLM, who think they want a civil war. They don't know what kind of Pandora's box they're opening. They have no clue what they're doing. None whatsoever. You don't remember who said this? We reported that they must destroy the entire Republican Party. Oh, yeah, no, I saw that. Burn down the Republican Party. Yeah, the video was up somewhere in my profile. You'll find it. It's there. It was MSNBC or CNBC, something like that. But these people don't know what they're doing. They think they do. They think they want a civil war. Oh, we'll get rid of all the Nazis and the fascists. Son, you don't know how to fight. You don't know how to fight. First off, it takes like 25 of you to take on one person. If you don't have the balls to take someone on, one-on-one, face-to-face, go toe-to-toe with that one person, then you don't have the balls to take on all of us. You don't. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the balls, and you damn sure ain't got the guns. All the guns are over here on this side. Why they think they're going to win, I don't know. But I will say this. A lot of people have forgotten. That the IRS bought millions of guns and trillions of rounds. Where did all that go? It went some goddamn where. It went some fucking where. They didn't just poof. And it's a fact because the gun manufacturers and the ammo manufacturers both said, hey, we're sold out of guns and we're sold out of ammo. Which is part of the reason they did that. They wanted to get rid of guns so we couldn't get them. They wanted to get rid of the ammo so we couldn't get them. You know what I'm saying? That shit's somewhere. It exists somewhere. It's locked up in a warehouse or warehouses. It's locked up in train cars somewhere. It exists. God damn it, if I find it, well, I'm going to make me some fucking money. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be a stealing son of a bitch. Fuck the dumb shit. I ain't playing. I'm keeping some for me, but I'm selling the rest. I'll let you know. But who do you think's going to get those guns? Who do you think's going to get all that ammo? The war dogs. That's going to get them. Now, we're saying we got all the guns. We do right now. But if it came down to it, you think they wouldn't hand out all those guns and ammo to those cucks? Those fucking BLMers and those fucking Antifa faggots? And I know some people don't like that word faggot. I don't give a fuck, man. It's an ugly, dirty word, and I'm using it against those cocksuckers because they are. That's why. I grew up saying it, and it was intended always, as I knew it, to call you something nasty, ugly, vile, and dirty. That's what they are. Antifa and BLM, and anyone who agrees with them. And I'll say that shit to your face. I don't give a fuck. We need to... Political correctness is what fucked this country up. We allowed it. That's what I was saying earlier. We allowed this shit to happen, man. So we're going to be pissed off at them. We got to be pissed off at ourselves. We got to be pissed off at our own mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and grandparents because they didn't listen to the people who were trying to warn them. Now we are where we are. We're in an uphill battle. Now, mind you, having said that, yeah, it's not going to matter really. Once they declare Trump the winner, there's still going to be shit that's going to go down. It's still going to happen. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Ace. I bet you Trump knows where that shit is. I'm sure mosques have some, yeah. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt that for a second. So we got to be careful. So if and when we get to that point, when they declare Trump the winner, finally, look, let me back up first off. Trump won fucking November 3rd. He fucking won. Fuck you. Fuck Fox. Fuck the left. Fuck Joe Biden. Trump won on fucking Tuesday night, November the 3rd, 2020. He is still my president. He's still my president. Fuck you. The media is trying to portray it, is trying to make it come off like he lost. And he's being bitter, that he's a sore loser, and that we're sore losers. We had a million MAGA man march yesterday in D.C. Show me one window that was even cracked by a Trump supporter. Show me one car or trash can that was set on fire by any Trump supporter. Show me anyone that was beat down for being anything other than a Trump supporter. The Proud Boys got into a fight with Antifa because Antifa picked a fight. Antifa got their asses handed to them last night. Shit was different for them. Later, after everyone filtered out, Antifa kept picking on and following Trump supporters and beating them down. They beat down old men and old ladies. That's why I don't mind using that F word. That's why I will continue to use that F word. You don't like it? Kick rocks. Bye. Bye. I am not a politically correct motherfucker. I am not a politically correct son of a bitch. Never have been, never will be. Not gonna happen. Communism is what's fucking this country up. Communism needs to be spoken about. Communism needs to be at the top of that list. We know China wants to fuck us. We know it. People aren't fucking saying shit. So, Gary, people aren't saying shit and they need to. And I'm pissed off. And I got into it with someone, a larger account. I asked them, hey, shouldn't we be talking about communism right now? Should we be saying this or that? They basically told me to fuck off. I'm going to post what I want. You go post what you want. You do you, I'll be me. I said, okay. Fuck you. And no, it wasn't educating liberals either. That guy can go fuck himself anyway. I don't like him. Dylan Wheeler. But it's sad that larger accounts are afraid to speak the truth. They're afraid to talk about what's actually happening. The violence, the communism, even in our own senators, congressmen, governors, they don't want to talk about it. Why? They're chicken shit. If you don't got the balls to call someone out like that, then your ass don't belong on here. Your ass doesn't belong in any of this. Just take a walk, man. Get the fuck out of here. I got no time for you. Who was it? What do you mean, who was it? Oh, who I spoke to? Um, well, fuck it, I'll say. That particular one was Austin, Texas gun girl. This happened last summer. She's here in Austin, here in Texas with me. And I asked her, because she had a rather large platform. And at that time, I didn't have much of anything, right? I was still bouncing around trying to find out who's saying what and who I'm on that same page with, you know, who I vibed with. I just went with her because she's from Texas and she's close. She's in Austin, but it turns out to me that like many other large accounts, and I can't single her out for this. Many other large accounts here are only here for the sponsorships. That's it. That's all they're here for. They don't want to go out on the limb and say, hey, it's communism. Hey, Dan Crenshaw supports red flag laws, so he may be a rhino. Hey, Dan Crenshaw supports the TAP Act, TAP, so he may be a rhino. They don't want to go out on that limb and say that. Fuck you, I'll fucking say it, motherfucker. I don't trust Dan Crenshaw for shit. And he lives here in Houston with me. I don't trust him for shit. I thought he was going to be an awesome district rep. He's not. He's not. He is a rhino. I don't think he's any different than fucking McCain. And if that's the case, then my personal opinion about him is he's very apt, or not apt, he's prone to being bought out. You know what I'm saying? You got threatened when you made a post about Soros? Oh, that's another one, yeah. Never mention it again. Huh. Well, it happened to Newt Gingrich on Fox. He said we got to do something about Soros, and they instantly said, "Oh, well, we don't want to bring him up. We don't need to talk about him." No, we needed to be talking about that motherfucker. Soros is fucking 90 goddamn something years old. Fucking kill him already. He needs to fucking die. His son's taking over. John Cornyn too. I know. John Cornyn too. John Cornyn's another one, Ace. Yep, you're right. You don't know how to feel about Dan. I like and appreciate the guy because he's a veteran, and he did get injured in combat. He lost his right eye. Yeah. But if you support something like a red flag law, that's not a good thing. A red flag law is basically an excuse for anyone who doesn't like you to report you and get your guns taken away with zero credibility, with zero verification of whatever you did. All I gotta do is pick up the phone and say, hey man, my neighbor dude, he's acting kind of weird, man. I know he's a vet and I know he's got guns. I can hear him yelling, man. I don't know what's going on. They can come over, hold you for 72 hours on a psych evaluation hold, and they can confiscate your guns. And you'll probably have hell getting them back if you get them back. That's what a red flag law does. It makes it too easy for someone to fuck with you, and I ain't down with that. Yeah, I didn't vote for Crenshaw either. I couldn't do that. Let me catch up here. Soros is a financial terrorist. Yep. Oh yeah, I would not doubt if Soros is in bed with the Rothschilds at all. Shit, no. He's probably one of their best friends. Probably grew up with him or something after World War II. I don't know. I don't know what he's been doing since World War II, but other than becoming a freaking trillionaire, billionaire, whatever the hell he is, this guy has spent more money than he actually has. Where do you think that money's coming from? It didn't come out of his pocket. And that's a fact. I think they said he was worth something like $5 or $10 billion, but he's donated over $30 billion. What? How you donate more money than you got? That money came from other places. But listen, I've been yakking long enough, man. Don't lose faith. Don't lose. Hold the line, okay? You got to hold the line. You got to keep that faith in Trump. He knows they cheated. He's proven they cheated. He's putting it out there in front of their faces. He's not just showing us. He's proving to them, I know you cheated, and this is how you cheated. I'm going to get your ass. He's letting them know this. They're freaking out. They're panicked. Just hold the line. This may go all the way to the Supreme Court. This may go into January. I don't know. But have faith that it's going to come out the right way. It's going to come out right for us. Okay? So, until then, be cool, and I'll check y'all later. See y'all online.